Go. Okay, hello, everyone say a nice big hello. Hello!
So, you guys can be heard, I can be heard. That must mean it is Friday night, it is 8 p.m. GMT UK time. That is, of course, time for the revenge of the Mafia. The long-form improvised comedy show where someone you are seeing on your screen right now, audience, will soon turn out to be a killer. A hitman sent by someone or something to take out everyone else and kill them, unless we, the rest of us, can find out who it is and stop them. The way it works is using this dice, I will assign someone the role of being the killer. Currently, they don't know that they are the killer, but when I tell them who they are, they will choose victims, and then everyone else will have to ask questions to each other to try to narrow down who they think the killer is. Audience, throughout the show, you will be able to ask questions and give your thoughts in the chat section wherever you are watching the show, be it on youtube.com/extreme improv. So if you could smash that subscribe button over there, that would be absolutely spectacular. But otherwise, Twitch, Facebook, DLive, these are all good platforms. Give us lots of comments throughout. And with this, let's meet tonight's suspects, starting with Carl Diehl. Would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Well, of course, I run the major car motor dealership here in town, and if you want to deal, you want to know who will deal? Carl Diehl. That's who.
Okay, thank you very much there, Carl. Vincent, Vincenzo. Please introduce.
You can just call me Joe.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
That's all I got. What are you, a cop? You want to hear more?
No, that's absolutely what you want to share is fine. Juliet Knight, would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Oh, yeah, of course. So I'm Juliet Knight. I run a mysterious, dark, spooky blog here in town where I'm also a ghost hunter. So I like to find out about everything that's dark and paranormal. Yeah, subscribe.
Okay, thank you very much, Juliet. Next, we are going to come to our good friend, Murty. Would you please say hello to the people?
Hello to the people. Yes, I am Murty. I survived the last village I went to, so I've moved somewhere else, and the man below me has dropped my stick.
Will he find it?
No, he's got it. He can't put it back on with one hand.
Okay, no worries.
Where is
next
your other
up,
hand anyway?
we need to say hello to Melody Moo.
Hi, I'm Melody Moo. I am from London originally, but I moved here to basically get to my inner self, I'm all about chakras and crap. I've lost 5 stone in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Melody. Next up, Agent Classified. Are you going to introduce yourself?
No.
Excellent. Then next up, we have Peyton Fences.
Okay, I'm Peyton Fences. I'm, just a local handyman. Travelled over to this wonderful town from good old Australia, and it's if you got any work that needs to be done, I'm your man.
Okay, thank you very much, Peyton Fences. So, audience, someone you are seeing on your screen right now will soon find out that they are the hitman, they are the killer, and they do not know currently who it is. Now, as we have been doing on these shows recently, we are going to play things lights on. So, during the night phase, you will be able to see everyone's faces as they will communicate with me via the Zoom chat to let me know their intentions, because each of our suspects starts off with $10,000, and this is protection money they can use to protect themselves against any potential hitman threats. And they can also steal money from each other to try to accumulate more money, where they will have the opportunity, if they can somehow, after starting with $10,000, get $20,000, ask me for the identity of someone who the hitman is not, and they will be able to use that information in their strategy. get $25,000 and they can take out a hit on one of the other suspects, where they will be killed off, unknown by everyone who took out the hit. And if they are able to get $40,000, they can ask me to identify the identity of the hitman, and I would tell them truthfully. But for now, this is our opening scene, where the characters will have 2 minutes to get to know each other, and during this, I will inform one of them that they are the hitman. So keep an eye on their faces, watch their body language, see who you think has a change of demeanour. Someone is about to find out that they are a killer, and here you go.
So,
Hi, everyone.
hey,
What is the car?
how you
So
doing?
you dealt with like a serial killer situation in the past?
Oh,
What?
yeah. It was an elderly gentleman who lived in our town. He was going around killing everybody he could find. It was the most
I have
horrible
also
and
survived.
traumatizing experience I've ever been through.
I
Is
have
it
also
possible
survived
that-
the
Horrible.
murderous experience.
Oh, nice. Is it possible that later I could like interview the both of you for my blog? I think that it would be a really fantastic episode, you know?
Well, I mean, I've got a meeting with Peyton Fences later because he's coming to paint my fence. Yeah.
Yup.
I would gladly give all the information that you require as long as it's not classified.
I, on the
Okay.
other hand, ain't saying nothing.
Oh.
Really?
Juliet, is there a lot of stuff that goes on in this town? I opened my dealership just recently, so I'm wondering is there a lot of crazy stuff in this town?
I mean, it's as dangerous as a typical American city, you know?
You live in a town with a Muppet, so that's pretty normal.
I feel rather safe being in a town with a Muppet, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's got to be a
Well,
good
Unless
name.
he's
you know
cursed.
You know what I don't feel about?
What?
Is the Don punching people every time he yells subscribe. I mean, he's seriously hurting people.
Who's a Don? What's a Don?
He's the invisible
It's a
man
duck,
who
isn't it?
controls everything.
Oh. I bet he likes kebabs, don't he? It sounds like someone who likes kebabs in it.
Ooh.
No, what part of London are you from? I recognise that accent.
Dagenham.
Back in them?
Dagenham.
Man?
Dagenham.
Ba-
Dagenham.
Dogman.
Dagenham. You know, it's
I
like
can't hear.
denim, but it's Dagenham.
Oh.
Bacon and ham? What?
That's it, heard of it.
I'm from London. That's all you need to know.
That's the
Okay,
start.
so people aren't familiar with Dagenham. Interesting. But with that, 2 minutes of this opening introduction scene have passed. Now, audience, during the next 1 minute, and our performers know what happened here, I believe, all by now. So I'm going to start this now as I explain it. During the next 1 minute, they will go into the night phase, during which they will communicate to me privately via the Zoom, which is not available for you all to see in the audience, what their intentions are. If they are the killer, they need to let me know either who they would like to kill as their first victim, or if they would choose instead to steal money from someone else, who they would like to steal, plus a number from 1 to 10 of how many thousands of dollars from 1 to 10,000 they would like to steal. If they are not the killer, then their options are: 1, they can do nothing and hope for the best. 2, they can steal, the same as the killer has the option to, stealing money from someone else to try and gain some extra funds. Or 3, they can spend their money if they think they are going to come under threat. Now, if anyone tries to steal money, there is a chance that they will get caught, in which case they may be named and shamed publicly and have a humiliation to face. With that, 1 minute has passed, and let's see what we've got here. So let's just check what we've got. We do have some sort of result, I'm sure.
Got such
And
bad split ends.
Oh, no.
So bad.
okay, so I am going to have to remind everyone that you can only do one action during the night. You can only do one action during the night, and so if you have said that you want to do more than one action, I am only going to take your first action that you've said, okay? I'm going to just remind you that you can, okay, something has been clarified to me during that, and I do have some bad news to share.
Oh?
Unfortunately, there has been a murder. Death has come to our small town, and unfortunately, Peyton was killed during the night. Peyton was killed during the night, and Using my psychic ability, Peyton,
So
is there
much for
anything
that
you would
Peyton
like
Fences
to...
later, Myrtle. Kind of funny, you won't be getting your paint fenced.
Yeah, geez, that's unfortunate. Sorry, I don't think I can do a job for you when I'm dead.
Okay.
So you are Peyton.
My fence has been painted with his blood.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a little bit like, cringy.
Can I come over and take pictures?
Something the Godfather would say.
No, when the authorities get here, they can handle it.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
I am
Okay,
definitely
so
haunting the place, so you know.
1 second, I do have to just check one other thing. Oh, I do have some other... Well, I do have some other news to share.
Yeah.
Peyton, who was killed, was a thief. So we can all take... We can
Oh my
all...
God.
Yeah, we can all take salt.
Good thing he's gone.
It's not a...
Insult to injury, it seems.
It is an insult to injury, I'm afraid. So, the spirit of Peyton, throughout the remainder of this day phase, you will suffer a humiliation. And that humiliation is, for the remainder of this day, you can only communicate in questions. If you say anything that isn't a question, then by all means, you will be silenced. Audience, continue to give us lots of thoughts. As you will say, it now says on the wall at the bottom of the screen, ask the suspects questions. So we have a killer amongst us. Someone killed Peyton, and we need to try and figure it out before our killer strikes again. Everyone will get the opportunity to ask one other person one question, starting with Carl. Who is your question for, please?
Yeah, I'm just got a question for Melody. The mug you got says White Witch.
Yeah.
Are you in fact a witch, and are you a good witch or a bad witch?
So I've always been, it's a nice question, thank you, Mr. Diehl. I really am into all that kind of witchy stuff, I always have been. I've always really liked the idea of like witches and spells. I've never honestly, sincerely been able to do it, but the belief is still there, So this is more like a little, are you? Could you be? Possibly not, because I bought it from somewhere in Wales and it's actually made in China, so I don't think so. But, it's nice to believe.
Oh, good to know. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, audience, if you have any questions, by all means put them into the comments. Armeo Rodrigo Q Saboya says, think big. Dreams and goals. You can be a successful person in your business. This is a genuine quote that we've got, by the way.
That's amazing.
But
I
never
felt
forget
myself
where you
cry.
came from. Never forget God and the promise you made to Jesus. But remember that one day you were sad, lost, with no salvation, and God changed this. Well, thank you for that comment. I'm going to interpret, just looking at the people we have here, that Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo. Do you have a response to that?
Stupid thing to say. Stupid.
Okay. Well, we'll read into your response as we will. But next up, Agent Classified. Do you have a question for someone?
I have a question to that car dealership owner. I heard that you are come under some insurance fraud stuff. So did you kill Jared to prove that your building is coming down?
Well, first I don't know Jared, but it is interesting.
His other name is Peyton. During the investigation, I discovered that he goes by another name called Jared as well.
Nice cover up there, mate.
How do you know?
I wouldn't have got rid of him, because what a lot of people don't realize about Peyton, they think that Peyton Fences, that's his name, but Vincent, he's actually someone who deals in stolen goods, and so I wouldn't get rid of him. He actually helped me with some of the things that, I'm going to be honest, I've acquired illegally, and he's helped me sell them, and that's what works out best for me. Him being gone is bad for my business.
So both of you are partners in crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like most of this town.
Mia T, who do you have a question for, please?
Well, I have a question for Agent Classified. Agent Classified, you are an agent, yes?
Yes.
Why do you work in a call centre?
It's part of my cover.
Okay.
You just gave the cover.
Straightforward answer there. Melody Moo. Melody Moo, who do you have a question for, please?
I would like to ask a question to actually Agent Classified. You've just told us that you're an agent and it's classified and that you're undercover in a phone place. You're not very good at your job, are you? Because you kind of just blown it to us all. We know who you are now.
Isn't that what I want you to think?
No, I don't think it is. I think you just accidentally said it and now you're trying to cover up because you know you messed up.
You think that's what I want you to think?
Listen, this is not questions only, okay? I'm just telling you. That's what I think, okay? Just chill out.
Okay.
My answer is classified.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, let's see. We've got some questions from our audience. Peyton, who do you think killed you? Name them, asks Wade.
Is it Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo?
Okay, that was a question. Vinny, do you have a response to that?
It's terrible. I would never kill you. Nobody, I do it for money. That's what I do. I murder for money.
Okay. That was not. Just to clarify though, that wasn't actually Peyton's question to Vinny. So we'll come back to you soon. Hugh says, Vinny, with your clear love of Elvis Presley, do you also eat food on the toilets whilst planning your next victim's demise? That was asked from Hugh on YouTube.
Oh, well done.
I do eat on the toilet, of course, as any normal person would.
Don't we
But I
all?
am not planning any. I don't have any other plans like what they're suggesting.
Okay. And Melody, what do you think of the blue guy?
Which one's the blue? Oh, yeah. He looks like a puppet to me. It's a bit suspicious,
Okay.
John, you're a
I
puppet.
don't trust people who don't look like they don't have a bottom end of their own.
In my
Right.
day, we used to eat puppets like that.
Well, all I can say is that we are all on Zoom, so who knows what any of us have down below. But we will go
What does a
on to...
puppet taste like?
Wow.
It's
Love
like
and
nothing you've
depression.
ever. It's like magic, my friend. It's like magic. It's delicious.
I love magic.
Peyton, I'm just going to clarify. You just asked a question that Vinny answered, so I'm going to say that was your question gone. So with this, Juliet, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah. Let's see. Melody. Since you're like into all the witchy stuff and all of that, what is the spookiest, scandalous thing you've ever like experienced?
So I was like 6 years old, right, and I went to this like house that was meant to be haunted. And I went with a person called a medium, and they're meant to be able to speak to people, from the other side. And I didn't believe in it. Anyway, we was in this room, and she was going, there's a doctor over there, and it's saying something to me. And I was thinking, yeah, whatever, Anyway, as we were leaving this room, it felt like someone put a finger in my ear, right? And the medium went to me, the doctor says you need to go and see your GP. There's a problem. Anyway, I thought, whatever. 3 weeks later, I got an ear infection.
I love
Strange.
it.
That.
Okay. With this...
Gave me a wet willy, the pervert.
Okay, with this, let's see. Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo, do you have a question for someone?
I'd like to ask. How do you pronounce that stupid blue Muppet's name?
Myrti.
Mercy. Have you ever tried Muppet? Have you ever tasted yourself?
The hell kind of question is that? Merci.
What about some of those parties?
Can we just take that answer as a yes?
We're going to take his...
Are you okay, Mertia?
I'm really not.
Okay. With this... Who's got an ear infection? Who said they have an ear infection?
Melody.
I had one.
Okay, Compote Promises on D Live says ear infection. That's hot. I don't know if you've got a response to that. It might be the heat in an ear. I don't know. That might be a pun, or you might
Moist.
You have a secret admirer.
There we go.
Oh, thanks. Always wanted a secret admirer.
So with
Exciting.
this, there will now be 2 minutes of open discussion. Use this. I don't think we've got very far on tracking down a killer. It's like some people here aren't taking this seriously. Peyton is dead, guys. Dead. Right? Yeah. So with this, you need to find out who it was. So 2 minutes on the clock. Figure it out. Begin.
So yeah.
Let me bring in help. Let me bring in the K9 unit, okay? Let me bring in the K9 unit.
Oh my.
So we only have a feline unit, so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's gonna sniff the blood.
Julia, what kind of stuff has happened in
sniff
this
it out?
town? Just give me a
What
rundown.
kind of stuff has happened in this town?
Yeah,
Oh my
you got
god.
the dark stuff that you were
Yeah. So
It's not going to help us find the killer.
well, once we found a person who was strangling a bunch of animals, and they were kind of like all scattered near the bank. Then we found someone's head over at our local Walmart. And then like the gas stations are hella haunted.
Oh. All right. I'm just wondering. Vinny, why do you like to be called Joe?
He drinks
Because
coffee.
it's hard for people to remember Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo, so I tell them just to call me Joe.
I like Vincenzo. Sounds
my
like
middle name.
I think you should be a magician, sir. Like the fabulous Vincenzo.
Oh, if that's the case.
I can do tricks. Yeah.
Nice.
I know how to get rid of bodies.
Ooh, there's a costume and everything. I like it.
What, did he just eat a muppet?
No, he's cross-dressing.
Oh.
What's your trick, Mitai? Mitai?
I can talk
Betty.
without moving my mouth.
Oh,
Prove it.
nice. Yeah,
Are
prove
you a
it.
ventriloquist?
No, because that would require use of one hand. It's very difficult.
Okay.
Because sometimes
Myrtle.
his mouth doesn't move. My
If you-
mouth doesn't
if you-
move.
If
And
you
you
were
wonder
gonna kill-
where the hell is the sound coming from?
I thought you were just a really badly dubbed anime.
Okay, and on that note,
Wow.
we will.
Rude.
I think we actually took a few steps backwards there.
I
So
think
great.
so. I think so.
What are we even doing?
Because everyone insults me. It's rude.
Aaron says the
Different,
fabulous.
we're scared of you.
Aaron says the fabulous Vincenzo. Lol. So let's make it work. Make it happen. So with this, there will be one final interaction before we put things to the vote. When we put things to the vote, we're going to vote to put someone to death. Because if we have figured out who we think the killer is, we do not want that person around to potentially kill again. So we will kill them preemptively. I hope we've made the right choice. So with this, roll of the dice, I will see that we will have a final interaction. Who is my number 7? We don't have one. Right, fabulous. So 6. Who is my number 6? Agent Classified. And we have number 1. So Peyton, Agent Classified, and Peyton, you will get an interaction where there will be 1 minute on the clock. Use this time. This is the last opportunity for the townspeople to work out who the killer is. 1 minute, begin.
I feel so sorry for your death, but, I can't show tears or weakness, so I'm feeling it inside.
Who do you think it might be, Agent?
So I consulted my tiger, so it has sniffed your blood, and it also ate your balls, so I'm very sorry that they have to bury you without your balls. And it's a bit confusing, see? There are a variety of smells. I smell petrol from a car, and I smell computer keyboard smells, and witchy smells, and importantly, puppet poop, and a guy who eats in his toilet. So I smell all of them.
In his toilet?
Did everyone just want me dead then?
I think so. Everyone does have it against you, but we need to track down the real killer, which is really hard for me to track down. It could be your former partner,
Okay, that is the end of that minute's interaction. So, everyone come on back and we will now have a vote. Audience, it is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you suspect the killer is? Put the name of the person you think is the killer into the comment section and we will count up the votes. Audience, you have for as long as it takes for me to ask everyone else who they think the killer is. Then all of your votes, audience, will be tallied up and put equal to the votes of each of our suspects themselves. Whoever has the most votes in the end will be put to an execution sequence. So, Carl, who do you think the killer is, please?
Well, it's really tough not getting to know everybody, but I'm a little curious about the agent with his sunglasses. I can't see where his eyes are going. Plus, he talks to a stuffed animal like it's real. There's something not going on right with him. So I'm gonna pick. I want to pick the agent classified.
Okay, that's a vote for Agent Classified. Agent Classified, who do you vote for?
Let me use my great deductive technique to find out who the killer is. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh no, that's Jared. Sorry. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, that's me. Sorry. Eeny, meeny, miny. You know what? I just vote for Carl.
Okay, so that is a vote for Carl. So, next up, Juliet. Who do you vote for?
Oh my gosh. So there's so many potentials of the direction that this could go, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I think it was Mr. Fabulous Vincenzo trying to make Mr. Peyton Fences disappear.
Okay, so with this, next up, Melody. Is that, what have you got?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. That's fine.
Oh, wow.
I would like to choose. Wait, what am I doing? I've got.
Who do you think the killer is, Melody?
Oh, I think it's I've really not been paying attention. Cause I don't understand him. Sorry, the blueberry.
Okay, that is a vote for Martil. Okay, so next up, Peyton, you are dead, so you cannot vote unless there is a tie-break situation. Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo, who do you vote for, please?
I got my father, who was also Vincent Vincenzo, who was godfather of my family, said never trust puppets. There was a whole group of gangster puppets, you know. They were trying to take over our territory. We got them out of there. So that I don't trust puppets. I think it was Meidel.
Okay, so Marti, who do you vote for, please?
I'm just insulted at first that everyone still can't say my name properly.
Marti?
Yeah, you said it right, but no one else can. So because he picks on me, and I feel like I'm being prosecuted, I'm going to say Vinny.
That's not my name.
You can't kill him for it, yeah. That's
right, okay. And Agent Classified. You've already voted, haven't you? Yes, you have. You took a long time over it. So, with this, let's go to the audience comments and see what we've got.
Juliet hasn't voted yet.
I voted for Vinny.
Vin.
Melody didn't vote.
I did. I voted for the puppet.
Carl, you didn't vote. Yeah, so everyone's voted now. Everyone's voted. So with this, let's go over and see what we've got. We've got votes for Juliet, Agent, Melody, Mel. Vinny is the murdering henchman, says Hugh. Agent, says Aaron. Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo. Agent. And then we've got one that says Ginny, but I'm going to interpret that as Vinny. So, did we count there, guys? Did we count? Okay, guys, we need to count. So let's have a look. Vinny,
was it Vinny?
Vinny has 3.
It was Vinny.
Melody has 2. Agent has 3. So it is a tie between Agent and Vinny. So Peyton, you will decide between Vinny and Agent to settle the audience vote here.
How could it be anyone but Vinny right now?
Okay, so you have voted for Vinny. So Vinny, you have the most votes against you. where therefore you will be put forward for an execution sequence. Now,
I don't want to
with
die.
the execution sequence,
I don't want to die.
well, there's options to try and save yourself. Now, I will ask someone to take on the burden of the execution. Agent Classified, you have volunteered, so you will have this unwanted honour, I guess. And so with this, audience, just to explain what will now happen, there will be 30 seconds on the clock, at the end of which Agent Classified will kill Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo, unless either Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo can talk down his would-be assassin, Agent Classified. He may be able to convince him not to go through with it. He could, if he doesn't think that will work, use his protection money, if he has whatever available, to try to protect himself, or he could grab one of the 2 Tommy guns you see on the screen, in which case he would have a 1 in 8 chance of actually killing Agent Classified. Now, Agent Classified, as there is risk to you, you will get the opportunity to earn some bonus protection cash. I will roll this dice, and you will call out either odds or evens. If you guess correctly, whatever number it lands on will mean you get that amount of thousands of dollars. So, odds or evens?
Evens.
And it is odds. It was a 7. So with that, there will now be 30 seconds on the clock. And Vinny, at the end of this, if you haven't taken action to protect yourself, you will die. Begin.
I just want to start off by saying I didn't kill anybody in this situation. I admit,
All right, let me check. Let me consult my
I am
target.
the murderer. Give me my 30 seconds. I have 30 seconds. I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him. The target says he's not the killer.
Whoa. Okay,
Oh.
you're
I
not
was
going...
about to use the Tommy gun.
Wow, so he's not going to kill. So, audience, therefore, there is definitely still a killer amongst us. But also, potentially, did the agent let a killer go? Did, perhaps, he just spare an innocent person? There is, either way, still a killer amongst us. We will now go into the night phase once again, and I can't breathe. So we're going to go into the night phase. Don't kill me, killer. Right, so we're going to go into the night phase. There will be 1 minute on the clock, which begins now. During this time, the killer will have to once again let me know who they would like to kill, or if they would like to steal. I will remind everyone they can only take 1 action during the night phase. If you are not the killer, you can either choose to do nothing and hope for the best, spend your protection money to try and protect yourself, or you can try to steal money, but there is a chance you will be caught like the deceased Peyton Fences, who was caught as a thief after being dead. So with this, we've got 30 seconds left.
Is my
Peyton.
humiliation over now?
It is, Peyton. Do you have any thoughts on what's going on in the world?
I feel like Agent probably should have let it play out a bit more and see what Vinny was going to do. Let him sweat a little bit, you know. Figure out some more information, but that's fine.
I
This
would
is
have,
such a
but
cool ghost.
he was talking so much, and the 30 seconds would have gone. So I need to spare him. I don't think he's the killer.
Okay,
fair
and
enough.
with
Because
that,
you're the killer?
Sorry?
that is the end of the night phase. Now, I do have some news to share. I just need to check one thing. That's unfortunate. We have a thief amongst us.
What?
So, already they must be feeling slightly nervous because 1 or more people definitely stole. And if someone stole, they must be wondering if it is them who's been caught.
That's disgusting that you stole.
Carl, you are a thief.
Oh,
Carl, you are a thief. You were caught red-handed stealing. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I was trying to get my money back from Peyton because he died owing me some money. I was just trying to get my money back. I don't know if
Wow.
that's stealing. I just want my
We're gonna
money
just
back.
issue
That's
the
all.
That is
Grave
stealing.
robbing
That
on
is-
top of
That
everything.
is
A confession of
from your
grave
kiss.
robbing. So,
I hope you weren't
with,
stealing from my corpse.
with this,
Was.
with this, Carl, you will suffer a humiliation for the remainder of this day. And so throughout the remainder of this day phase, every time you communicate, you are going to have to speak only in words that begin with the letter P. You can only speak in words that begin with the letter P. So with this, I have some more news to share. Merti?
No.
Merti. I can't pronounce
That's
it.
it. I'm done.
What
I'm
I was
being
just gonna
unprofessional.
I was gonna ask that you may need to console
go.
You may need to console Melody's family as she was murdered.
Oh, that's all right.
What?
So Melody, you are dead. Fortunately, I can communicate with you from beyond the grave. Do you have anything you would like to share? Did you see who it was that tried to kill you?
It's interesting because I was watching every single person whilst people were talking. There were two people that I'm slightly suspicious. So now I'm in the afterlife. Quite a lot of things to discuss with my friends.
Okay. So with this, there will now be 3 minutes of open discussion on the clock. Use this time. Find out who the killer is. Begin.
Welcome to Death, Melody.
So, Melody, how were you killed? Like, was it like a stabbing, or were you shot?
You strangled,
Were you
poisoned,
eaten?
eaten,
Pistol whipped?
Well, you both are suggesting very murderous.
pushed
Things,
off a
you know.
hill.
Well, I mean, my whole blog is about the dark things that happen in this town, so I'm just curious.
Okay, then what is Vinny's excuse?
All I would say is the person who killed me had no idea what they were doing. They've never killed someone before.
Oh, was it sloppy?
Mm.
Oh, God.
Sloppy.
Luckily,
I
they
beg
didn't
to
touch
differ
my
because
hands and my
I'm dead.
fingers.
Sounds
So.
unprofessional.
But you were killed near the fences, weren't you?
Didn't
Mhm.
seem sloppy to me.
Yeah,
Oh, did you see it,
it,
Vinny?
I
it
said
didn't feel soft. Didn't feel soft.
Put it this way, nobody likes someone who lies about being a witch when they actually are, and the person who killed the witch, you're really gonna regret it.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, my God.
Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo.
Yeah.
Are you showing your hand a bit there? Because people are calling the killing sloppy, and you're like, oh, it didn't look like sloppy work to me. Is that
Perhaps.
Are you upset that people are insulting your
No, I
style
don't
in
get upset.
killing?
I'm always proud of my work. I know my work. I just think I know I saw, and I just disagree with her.
Do you think that whoever did it is a genius at murdering people?
Yes,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay. So, was her body found near Mitchell's house again?
What?
Well, it needed a second coat of paint, so yeah, clearly.
For your information, I hired somebody else to do the painting. It was Vinny. I hired Vinny to do my painting, but he never turned up.
Well,
So-
maybe you did.
I'm sorry, I couldn't make it. I was busy.
I paid you 3,000.
How are you
Yeah,
paying
that was the
$3,000 for your handiwork? That's so sketch.
It was 3,000 in puppet, so it's about 12 US dollar.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
So puppet
That's a rough
economy is
conversion
very
rate.
high.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
think?
pretty good actually.
Muti, I would be actually really careful because Vinny eats puppets.
I do eat puppets. So be careful. I would also like to know how you get to the top of those shelves behind you. Do you have to climb those to get to the top of that?
I assumed he
Parkour.
kind of threw his body through his ass, you know, like just.
Please don't make me answer this. This is really hard.
By the way, guys, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the secret agent has disappeared.
Oh God, he did disappear.
Perplexing.
Hmm.
Maybe he went to talk to his cat.
He's not very secretive.
I mean, come on, talking to a cat? That's not
Yeah.
normal.
No, it really isn't normal. And it's a tiger. Like,
And it's stuffed. It's not real.
yeah.
How are you holding up
Belongs
there,
to a
Carl?
teddy. What?
Pretty.
Perfect, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Can you
Fair
sell me a car without
Hey.
credit?
Okay, so that is the end of that period of open discussion. 1 second, because obviously we have lost someone. Let's just try to establish what may have happened. I think the agent may have ran out of charge. Well, it doesn't matter, just because I will roll the dice and we will have a 1 minute interaction, and then we'll ask some audience questions. But let's have our interaction first this time. And we have an interaction between Myrti, and we'll have an interaction between who is number... the White Witch is coming for you. You've removed your number. I might need it back just to know who you are. Thank you. Right, and that wasn't you anyway. I think it was the agent. Okay, I'll roll it again. So, who is it going to be? Myrti and Carl. Myrti and Carl. You will have a 1 minute interaction. Oh yeah, I just remembered.
He was trying so hard not to talk.
And 1 minute on the clock. Begin.
So, Carl, this is the most normal thing you're about to do today.
Perhaps pickling pickles.
Pickling pickles? Really?
Perchance.
So, what do you think? I mean, these murders are just getting more and more frequent every day. It's almost as scary as the last time I was in a town and everyone just started dying.
Perplexed.
I can't live through this again.
Pack up.
Pack up?
Pack what?
Do you know how to hire?
We've got a situation. So, Carl, is that pack up? Is that one word?
Hyphenated.
Oh, okay. Right, that was just about time anyway. So, you're not quite silenced yet. You're not quite silenced yet. So, audience, continue to give us thoughts and questions throughout the entire show. But for now, let's ask some of the audience questions that we've got. Vinny, after killing Peyton, did you remove and keep his budgie smugglers as a memento? Asks you.
Now, I didn't kill anybody, one. But yes, I would do all of that, so they obviously know me well.
Okay. So, next up, Aaron says, I don't trust the ones in glasses. Well, we have 3 in glasses, plus another who is dead. Do you want to clarify more on that? But they also do ask to someone without glasses, what are your favourite cars? Carl, what are your favourite cars?
Porsches.
Very good answer. Okay, Vinny, would you kill the blue guy next? Says Wade.
Look, you can't start making requests of me just murdering things, people. I admit that I want that puppet dead, but it has nothing to do with the fact that I am the murderer here now. But I do want that puppet dead.
Okay.
And you know what? I think whoever the murderer is going to kill the puppet next, no matter what. Now that I said that.
Interesting. Okay, Juliet. Who here would you trust with your life?
The person I would kind of trust with my life, honestly, who's alive, I guess I would have to go with, no, not you, sir. I would go with Carl Diehl. Even though he's like hella sketch, like with his criminal activity, he's just very transparent about it. And plus, yeah.
Okay. Hugh says...
Like someone with a badge.
Okay, hang on. Hugh says, I've never met an honest car dealer. Do you have a response to that, Carl?
Perhaps pick people purposely.
Okay. So with that, it is now, audience, once again going to be voting time. Please put into the comments who you think the killer is, and we will go around everyone and find out who they think the killer is. So we will start this time with Juliet. Who do you think is the killer, please?
So we all know who the obvious suspicions go towards, but because of that, I think it might be actually Myrti. This is why. He's framing Vincenzo because he knows that Vincenzo eats puppets. That's why he purposely brought him to his house to paint his fences, even though he knows a puppet eater is coming after him. So I think he's being and he's already survived this before, so I think it might have messed with his mind a little bit.
I like the richness of the storytelling there. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl, who do you vote for, please?
Perhaps Puppet Plugged Peyton.
Perhaps Puppet Plug Peyton. I love it when a vote is definitely based on a restriction. So with that, Puppet, as he calls you, Marty, who do you vote for?
Well, honestly, I don't know why everyone's voting for me, but he seems to have it in for me, so I'm going to say Vinny again.
Okay, it's a vote for Vinny. And who do you vote for, Agent?
Well, I wasn't here for the conversation, but I still have another great detective technique to work for it, okay?
Yeah?
Inky Pinky Ponky, father had the donkey, donkey died, father died, Inky Pinky Ponky. Oh no, that's me. Let me do it again. Inky Pinky Ponky, father had a donkey, donkey died, father died, Inky Pinky Ponky. Oh no, that's the witch now.
Do we just
I'll just go for the puppet. I'll just go for the puppet.
Okay, there's
Whatever
a
the
vote for
killer is,
Marty.
do you mind killing off the really annoying one who can't answer a question straight away?
Unless
Well,
he is the killer, and that's why he knows.
Right, he's distracting us with his 8-part answers.
Okay,
He keeps pointing to
so
himself every time he's doing his thing.
Vinny,
Guilty conscience.
Vincent Vincenzo, who do you vote
Yes,
against,
thank
please?
you. Who do I vote for? Do I think it did it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious the puppet. The puppet is the kind of person who would kill people like us. We're not going to kill each other. We're people. That's a puppet.
Okay, let's go over to the the White Witch Melody and Peyton, you are dead. You won't get to vote unless there is a tie-break situation. But going over to the audience votes, we have votes for Vinny, Agent, Myrti Blueberry, Vinny Vincent, whatever his last name is, Carl, Vinny, Blue, Agent, Vinny, and so with that, and Carl again. With that, I think it's either Blue or Vinny. Blue or Vinny. Do we know?
Okay.
So
I got four.
Vinny.
I got 4.
That is a vote against you, but it is not enough. Marty.
Yeah. Are we counting the ones from everyone else as well?
No, no, that's not the way this works.
Is
Oh no,
Matt-
wait, yes it does. Yeah, it does. No, sorry,
does?
sorry. We have counted their
okay.
votes,
Yeah, it's me.
but then the audience votes, we find out who the audience overall vote for, and that counts 1 equal to you guys. Just because obviously your life and death is on the line here, not theirs. So,
Yeah, including the ones from everyone else. That's about 6.
Just kill him, please.
okay, so I need a volunteer. Who would like to carry? Okay,
Me.
Juliet, you want this burden?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You will be killing off Marty, and let's
I
add
want
you
to
in here.
go in.
I will add
Too bad.
myself. So, once again, for the audience's benefit, I will remind them that there will be 30 seconds on the clock, at the end of which, unless it is prevented by any means, Juliet will kill Marty. Marty, you will have 30 seconds to either convince Juliet not to kill you, to spend protection money if you have any available to try to save your life, or if you want to, you can grab a Tommy gun in which you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on Juliet. Juliet, though, for taking on this burden, you will get an 1 in 2 chance of getting some bonus protection cash. By calling odds or evens, if you get it correct, whatever number it lands on will give you that amount of cash.
Evens.
Evens. It is odd, I'm afraid. And so that was a number 1. But with this,
Yeah.
there will now be 30 seconds on the clock. Begin.
Please,
Okay.
Juliet, don't kill me. I swear, I never did it.
Okay, then why did you have Vinny come to your house if he's a puppet eater?
Because he's the only other person in town that paints, and honestly, it couldn't have been me because I stole last night.
Who'd you steal from?
Vinny.
Oh, then I spare you. I spare
stole
you
from
then.
I stole money from Vinny, but I also stole the sandwich from his garbage.
The fact
that-
that,
is that
you
like a
went to a
meatball
puppet
sub?
eater, yeah, I'll spare you for that. That's ballsy. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You're good.
Wow, what a night this has been on Revenge of the Mafia. Here, 2 night and day phases, and twice the people have spared rather than executed. So once again, it does mean we definitely still do have a killer amongst us. And with this, we will once again start the night phase. 1 minute on the clock begins now. During this time, everyone here will have to let me know what their intentions are for the next day. If they are the killer, they will have to let me know either that they wish to kill someone or if they wish to steal from someone. If they are not the killer, they can either do nothing and hope for the best, steal from someone at the risk of being caught, or spend their protection money to try to save themselves. 1 minute is on the clock. And let's see what we've got going on. Any of the dead can use this time to discuss anything they want. There's about 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, why is Vinny decided to hide himself? That's a bit shady.
I'm here, shut up.
Yeah, what I've noticed is that every single time it comes to this time of the night, he does turn his camera off.
I'm busy. I got things to do. You're not the only. You're not it.
Yeah, no, but I'm also dead, mate. So, like, you know, I don't have anything other to do than watch.
Are you making sure that your rubbish is in bags this time?
I've got a Muppet I'm skinning to the left of me right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you have photos?
That's disgusting. Who would do that? That's a terrible thing to do.
I mean, I just wasn't sure if you have photos.
That is time, guys. That is time. So, with this, we have some news.
Okay.
First of all, we have a thief amongst us.
Oh.
Agent Classified, you are a terrible person. You are a thief, and for this, you will be punished. Throughout the remainder of this day...
I was ordered to do it, okay? I was ordered to do it. I can't question the agency.
Was it the tiger? Did the tiger tell you to do it?
Well, he is my superior officer.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Well, how fitting then that throughout the remainder of this day, you are going to only be able to communicate through the tiger.
Love it.
Okay, you are only going to be able to communicate through the tiger. Oh, and hang on. I'm getting a psychic link that it's going to have to include a tiger voice. So, with this, we have some other news to share. Unfortunately, and I just need to 100% confirm this, yeah. It's bad news, I'm afraid, everyone. Juliet is dead.
Oh no.
Juliet was killed during this night phase. Juliet, do you have anything you wish to say from beyond the grave?
Well, the person who killed me was musty and smelled like onion chips.
Onion chips. Okay, so with this, audience, continue to ask questions to any of our suspects. Just having a quick look here. Bucket List Experiences on Twitch says, "What's up? We are in the middle of Revenge of the Mafia. So someone here has been assigned as a killer, and everyone else is trying to figure out who it is. Currently, as you'll see on the screen, Peyton Fences, the Dead White Witch Melody, and Juliet Knight have all been killed. Someone else, either Diehl, Martil Blueberry, Vincent Vincenzo, or Agent Classified, hiding behind the tiger there, is a killer. Help us work out by asking questions, and with this, let's go round. So, Diehl, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, I got a question for Marti. What did it feel like after Juliet let you go? Why would you then kill her right afterwards?
I would never kill someone after they let me go. You know, Juliet, out of the kindness of her heart, spared me. And I take that as great reward, you know. I mean, I got through to the goodness in her heart. And I saw that, you know, I knew she was a good person. Why would I kill a good person?
You'll kill a bad person?
Never. Unless killing with hugs. And that's the thing. I kill with love. That's what I do.
Okay. Juliet Knight from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Oh, yeah, I do. So, Vincenzo. So, why were you laughing at the fact that I died?
I was glad someone killed you.
Right.
That's all. Just happy someone killed you.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay. I'm going to haunt your toilet tonight, so expect it to overflow.
Already haunted.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay.
Haunted by meals past.
Okay, so with this, Peyton from Beyond the
Everybody
Grave.
is eating tonight too, so everybody is.
Okay, so Peyton from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Oh gosh. Yeah, Vincent. You seem to be throwing a lot of hate towards literally everyone. Do you just have it out for this town?
It's a stupid town. Yeah, I hate this town. It's dumb. Dumb town.
Okay, Merci.
Fair enough.
Do you
You
have a
agree.
question for
Okay.
someone, please?
Pardon?
Do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes, I have a very important question for Agent Classified. How does it feel to be talking from a plushie?
Answers from a tiger were even worse
Wow,
than
so
from his own
the
mouth.
agent did that to you? The agent did that to you?
Yeah.
That's
I couldn't resist. I
Yeah.
wanted to hear his funny voice.
Right, okay, fair enough. Agent Classified, who's your question for, please?
Ha!
One. Your question is for number one, Peyton.
5,
5. 4.
4.
Or
Oh,
Look, there's 5 pads on a tiger, mate. What do you want?
hands
He's
across
only holding up
America.
4 of them.
Just
Yeah.
talk in a funny voice.
Tigger could talk. What's your excuse?
it's great.
There you go. So could Tony.
Okay,
Good
so
job, Tony.
do you have a response to that, Vinny?
All he said was, "What? You didn't say anything. I don't know what to respond to."
I know, but I'm bored of waiting,
What, you didn't hear
so...
that?
Okay, yeah, I like hearing from the tiger. It was better than the other one.
Okay. Vinny, do you have a question for someone, please?
All right, I'll ask the puppet a question.
Nope.
Since I can't get you, where'd you go? Where'd you go? You better end up climbing that shelf behind you. That's what I want to see right now. Yeah, why are you so scared? I can't get to you from here. I'm somewhere else. Anyway, my question for you. What? I have the question. What are you going to say? If you were going to
I'm
murder...
waiting for the question.
Oh, God's sake. Has time run out yet? Has time run out yet? Puppet.
Okay,
Oh.
so...
I didn't know the question.
Do you want to re-ask the question, please?
If you were going to kill someone, Puppet, how would you do it? If you were going to do it?
If I was going to kill someone,
Right.
which I won't, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't have a mean bone in my body. I don't have a bone in my body.
Oh, I know.
So,
I mean, there's bones in the hand that's in your body.
Well, have you
Okay,
ever-
okay,
Have
so...
a bone.
Melody, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, I have a question for Carl. Is it nice not to be killed off straight away?
Yeah, it's quite new to my clan. We often get killed off very early, so it's nice to be around a little bit. Try to get this dealership back on track.
Yeah, I'm made up for you, mate.
Okay, let's see. We've got some things from our audience. See what we've got. So, Drinks, Jokes and Storytelling says, hey! Hey! That's what we can say to that. King Jester says, the Musty Killer. I think that was a reference Sunk said a little while earlier.
So
Carl,
stinky.
Carl, how many bodies do you have stashed in the trunks of the cars on the forecourt of your car dealership?
Well, the great thing about that particular brand is it's got a lot of trunk space. You could put bodies all inside that boot. And how many bodies are you looking for? That would be the real thing I would need to know. Because I can get you the car you need to get the bodies out of where you need to be. So you just come down to Carl Diehl, and I'll make a deal.
Okay, thank you very much, Carl. Last question for our audience. Keep them coming in, though. Blue, how could you do it? Marty, this is for you.
Me.
Well, your name is Marty Blueberry, so blue is in your name.
Everyone calls me Blue. What was the question?
How could you do it?
Well, you put your hands like this, and you go, whoop, 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 and that's how you do a puppet push-up.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I actually thought you were doing something else then. I'm not even going to lie.
No, same.
I did too. I thought, I was like, oh, this doesn't seem very peachy.
I was like, this puppet has tasted himself.
That's a great quote. So, with this, there will now be 1 minute on the clock. Open discussion. Use this time. Figure out who the killer is. Begin.
Ooh, I'm a ghost.
Ooh.
So it's either Carl, Blueberry, or the witch. No, she's dead too.
Or you.
Well,
Yes.
it can't be Carl because Carl stole.
I can only
Yeah,
talk
and
for
the
my
agent
point of
stole. So it's either Blue or Vin.
And
Yeah,
then was
those
like,
are literally the
bragging.
only
I
options.
stole again last night.
We don't know that. You weren't caught.
No. Not this time.
Anyone
But
could
I
say
did,
they were.
Carl, you had a very nice sandwich last night.
Very nice sandwich.
Yeah, it was.
He's saying he stole from
I think
you.
it was like mustard.
Stole my
Or
sandwich.
someone you know had a sandwich last night.
All I know is whoever's doing this has odor problems and should go to their doctor.
Wow. That's messed up.
Vinny, what were you doing last night?
What?
What was Vinny doing last night?
Yeah, what were you doing last night, Vinny?
And that is
Stinky.
1 minute.
Not
That is
smelling bad, that's for
time.
sure.
That is time. So, with this, there will now be one final interaction before we go to the vote. And rolling the dice, I can see that it is between who is number 4, Vinny, and it is between who is my number 3, Juliet. Vinny and Juliet. So let's spotlight. First of all, we see Vinny. Second of all, we see Juliet. 1 minute, last opportunity to work out who the killer is. Begin.
Why are you always so defensive about these killers? About them being sloppy, about the killer being stinky, about them being stupid?
It's just, I've got to tell it like it is. That's what I do. I tell the truth. I tell it like it is.
Yeah, so you genuinely think these killings were genius?
Yeah, they did a really good job at killing everybody.
It's just that I don't know. It just seems like they're
almost perfect, like perfect murders.
they're
That's what
cliche murders. I mean, who kills
There
me immediately after being in the execution phase?
Nothing cliche about those murders.
Nothing cliche.
Beautiful.
Like the killings that you've ever seen.
Probably the best murders that I've ever seen after the fact, since I didn't actually see them in person. Yes.
Right. And better than your own?
Better than my own murders?
Yeah. Who's better? Who's a better murderer? This guy or you?
I don't know. That'd be really hard to say.
And that is time. That is time. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think the killer is? Vote now and save us. Put your votes into the comment section, and we will go round everyone who is still alive. The dead will only be able to vote if we have a tie-break situation. So, Carl, who do you vote for, please?
Well, it gets kind of tough because, like I mentioned earlier, it's got to be either Vinny or the puppet, and neither of them I can tell what they're giving away with their eyes, so that makes it tough. Well, it's a little late now, there, dude. When you put those glasses right up against your screen, so I can see if you've sent any messages recently. I'm just gonna put it out there. I voted for the puppet once before. I'll just stick with with Murti Blueberry.
Okay, so that is a vote for Murti. So, 1 second. Right. Juliet, unfortunately, you are dead. So you'll only be able to vote if there is a tie break. Agent Classified. Who do you vote for? 4. So you vote for Vinny. Okay. Marti, who do you vote for, please?
Well, I really felt this time I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but Vinny. Vin.
Little bastard.
I would swear back, but I'm PG.
Okay, Peyton, you are dead, so you cannot vote unless there is a tie-break situation. Melody, you are dead. You cannot vote unless there's a tie-break. So, Vinny, you will get the final vote before we go to the audience.
I'm voting for the puppet because I think it's pretty obvious that the puppet's been killing everybody during this game. I'm usually killing people other than now, but now it's not me.
Okay, with this, we'll go over to the comment section and see what we've got. Help me count these up. And we've got votes for Vinny, Blueberry, Vinny. It's nearly a clean sweep. Blueberry, and Blue. And I'm saying Blueberry because I can't read Melty.
It's okay.
That's
Vinny
where we're
had
up
5.
to. So,
Vinny had 5, Blueberry had 4.
Did I? Okay.
okay, so Vinny, you have the most votes against you here, so you'll be put up to an execution. So, who would like to... Agent Classified, are you offering to do this? Okay, so we'll have Agent Classified. I saw the tiger waving. And we have Vinny here. So there will be, once again, 30 seconds on the clock, during which, Vinny, you can try to convince Agent Classified not to kill you. Alternatively, you can grab a Tommy gun or use protection money to protect yourself. But first of all, Agent Classified, I will ask you odds or evens to get some potential bonus protection cash.
I think he's saying evens.
Are you saying evens? Okay. Thank you, Peyton, for that translation. Okay, it is evens. You get 4,000 bonus dollars. So plus 4. And there will now be 30 seconds on the clock. And here you go, begin.
All right, Agent Classified. If you don't kill me, I will marry you for citizenship. Or I'm going to have to pull out a Tommy gun.
Are you going for the Tommy gun?
I'm going to go for the Tommy gun because I feel like he's still killing me. He still wants
Okay, so with this, I will roll this dice and you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning a Tommy gun back on Agent Classified. Can I ask you for a number from 1 to 8?
I'm going to go with lucky number 4.
Lucky number 4. It is number 4! You have successfully guessed it, and Agent Classified, you have been killed. So, with that, bullet holes on the screen. Oh. It happens occasionally, but it's not that often. So, Agent Classified, I must now ask you, from beyond the grave, Agent Classified.
Don't ask him, just leave it.
Yeah. Were you... No, he's saying he was not the killer. So Agent Classified was not the killer, but killed off there. We will once again go into the night phase. We have Carl, Marti, and Vinny, Vincent, Vincenzo, who are all still alive. And someone needs to let me know who they wish to kill during the night, or if they wish to steal. Everyone else, let me know if you wish to do protect yourself, or if you wish to steal, or potentially if you were going to do nothing. So let's have a look here, what we've got going on, checking the time.
I should have gotten the citizenship.
Okay, I'm going to definitely have to roll the dice because there's an interesting situation arising. We will continue on. Let's see what we've got. If anyone wants to discuss anything, especially the dead during this time,
Oh,
you
yeah.
go for it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like it's absolutely Vincent at
It's
this
been
point. But,
obvious.
Yeah.
Why am I not dead?
From the
If
start.
I did it, then why am I still here? And you
That's
idiots
you're
The
still
evil
here.
gods of fate like you.
Yeah, and I mean that's why the fact that you pulled a Tommy gun, I think you were like, I have nothing to lose.
Okay.
Well, he obviously
Well, he had
knew
no
that
money.
he couldn't protect himself with money because he hasn't been
Right.
stealing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been very busy.
Good shout.
What makes you think What makes you think I haven't been stealing? Why would you say that?
Because if you were stealing,
Because I
then you
think
would have
you'd be
used
stealing.
money to protect yourself. You went straight for the 1 in 8 chance versus
Mhm.
paying money,
But he
which
also
would have been a
wouldn't have needed
guarantee.
money to protect himself during the night either. So
Yeah.
Oh, this
he
is
would-
very busy.
unless he knew he had money stolen from him.
I think he would assume that people were stealing
I
from
think
him.
you're all
People
over.
have said that they stole from him.
I think you're giving
Before.
Vinny. You give too much credit to this killer who's like stinky and obviously
Okay.
has bad
They were a
breath.
really
So-
good killer. They're really good.
The ego of the killer will be his downfall.
1 second, we have something that I just need
I don't know
to
what you just said, Cap. I'm sorry.
do.
Say
Okay.
that again, Cap.
So,
The ego of the killer will be its downfall, is what he said.
with this, I have several pieces of news to share.
Wow.
So let me just double check one last thing. Okay. With this, the news I have to share is first of all, Melody. The police have been doing an investigation, and we can now confirm it is safe for you to come out of hiding. You are resurrected. So, Melody, you are alive. You are hidden in witness protection. We faked your death just to try and protect you, because
I
we
was
felt there was
responsible
a
for
hit out on you. But you have, for the audience not quite understanding perhaps here what's happened, Melody was able to accumulate enough funds so that after death she was able to turn out to be actually just hidden in witness protection, and Melody is back, bitches, as she has put in her name. So with this, I have some bad news to share. With every resurrection, it would seem there probably is going to be a death. Vinny, Marty, Carl. I'm afraid to say, Carl is dead.
Yeah,
Do you have anything to say from beyond the grave, Carl?
No, I just wish I had more money. I could have saved myself better.
Unfortunately, you had none.
I figured.
No.
With a car dealership, it looks like a lot of people may have been stealing from you. They just saw all these expensive vehicles.
I'll
Okay,
take over for you, Carl.
so we are now in a position where we have two people still alive. Either Marti or
Great.
Vinny, Vincent Vincenzo is the killer. We will start this off with a 1 minute scene between our two remaining suspects.
Isn't the agent classified still alive?
No, you killed him.
No,
I don't
he-
remember that.
I would
Yeah,
like
you
to say
killed
the
him.
tiger killed me.
Yeah,
yeah,
you grabbed a Tommy gun, remember?
I mean, Melody is still
You
technically
killed
alive,
him.
so
Yeah,
but she would be the killer because she was dead.
Okay, yes, and so Melody is still alive, obviously. Oh, in fact, Melody, since you are alive, let's add you to the mix here. Since
Hi,
you
Melody.
have had insight from beyond wherever you are. Let's see, there will be 1 minute on the clock. Between you, figure out who the killer is. Go.
Hey, Melody, you
Right.
want to taste Muppet?
No, please,
No.
please, no, listen.
I didn't ask
know
you,
for
I
a
asked
fact
Melody.
I protected myself last night against his cruelty.
Nobody. What are you talking
Cool.
about? My cruelty. Nobody. What are you talking about?
So you're saying your handlers?
Someone
You
else
saved me
died
for
last
last.
night. Well, what kind of cruelty would be done to you? Carl died last night.
Yeah.
Carl
You're
was
lying.
a good man. Everyone in the town may have stolen from his business, but he was a good man.
He let everyone steal. That made him a good man. I agree. 100%.
He was charitable. What can I
Yeah,
say?
Yeah. And why are you killing everybody, Puppet?
I would never kill anyone. Why would I could never kill anyone? It's
Are
not
you
in
wearing
me.
an ascot? Are you wearing an ascot? Is that an ascot?
It is an ascot. It's my grandmother's.
Yeah, all right. Murder. You're an ascot-wearing murderer. Bet your sweet ascot.
No, that's not the case at all. What do you think I am? Do you think I'm Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No.
Okay, that is 1 minute. Melody, it was interesting that you chose not to interject in that now that you're alive, but you were watching. So, with this, the interesting thing about Melody's position in this is we know that she can't be the killer, but she absolutely has voting ability here. So, with this, we will now have the opportunity to ask some quick questions going around, because we may find that they're relevant. Juliet, do you have any questions for anyone?
Yeah. Benny, what is one negative, sloppy thing that you can say about this killer since you've seen all of the killings? Some constructive criticism.
I don't know. Maybe they did it too well.
Okay, very good. Agent Classified, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes, the witch. Can you resurrect me too?
No.
I can answer that that's not the way this works. Okay, Marty, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes. I have a question for Melody. Why are you being awfully silent?
I don't have to explain myself to you. Puppet?
Okay.
Okay. Peyton, do you have a question for someone?
I mean, I did have a question for you, Don. I wrote it in the.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention. Let me just check something.
That's all right.
Okay. So I can. 1 second. I just need to check something. We have a very important thing. This is a very important situation here. Okay, so 1 second.
Did he just kill the killer?
It's a yes or no, and if so, I'll say it out in the open what I'm about to do.
You do, in fact. I can answer out in the open. Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay, cool. Hey Vinny, how do you like getting shot? Because I'm going to take out a hit on you.
I've been shot before.
The
There's
bullets.
a 1 in 10 chance that bullet's not going to hit me.
The bullets have flown on the screen. He has taken out a hit on you. Vinny, you have been killed. He has used his money to take out a hit on you, leaving just Marty and Melody still alive. But at this stage, it's the first time, I believe, maybe the second time this has happened where someone has successfully taken out a hit. Vinny, I need to ask you, are you the hitman?
Yeah.
Wow!
E.T. survives again!
Unbelievable! Wow! What? That was a twist in the story, and literally as well, the look on Vinny's face when it was the realization that there is nothing in the rules that gives you the opportunity to do anything about that, because the hits can happen without the person taking out the hit announcing it. So there's nothing that can be done within the rules. Vinny,
There you go.
Now I'm dead.
You're dead. And that leaves Marty and Melody as still alive, so you have survived. And we didn't even get to.
Grave.
Do you know what? I will just honour our audience by asking their questions, and we can still ask them from beyond the grave here. Vinny, what was your favourite method to kill people?
Sarcasm.
Okay, fantastic.
Very well.
Let's see. Well, Wade was wrong, because Wade says Marty, kill Melody again. So you're lucky that wasn't the way it went there, Melody, because the first person on the show to successfully resurrect themselves, and if Wade had their way, they would have seen you killed. But Hugh Janus says, Blue, I have a reason to believe that you were the hitman advisor on the movie The Happy Time Murders. and you are now doing it in real life.
Good movie.
Clearly you weren't. Do you have a response to that, Marty?
Well, the only thing I can say to that was I would never take murders from a second-rate movie that has 5% on Rotten Tomatoes and is an embarrassment to puppets.
Okay, so
Everywhere.
with that, we have King Jester says that was a fantastic play. It was a play that actually ended the show, ended the game here tonight. So, Peyton, you were the first killed as well, weren't you? First killed, and you still had the final word. So well done there.
Yep.
Well done. So, audience, that brings us to towards the end of the show. Put any final thoughts or comments you've got into the comment section. Does anyone else have anything they want to say for the benefit of our audience to hear?
I just want to say never kill Shalita or Jared because they will come back and kill you back.
Oh yeah, no, it reminded me of the farmers. Because I used to hit on that one when I was dead, when it was down to the final 3.
Do you know what though? Like Melody. So Hannah, I don't know if am I revealing too much of your strategy here? Because one thing I can say is you stole huge early on, and with the roll of the dice, you succeeded, and that was what put you in the position to resurrect yourself. So yeah, I won't reveal how much you stole if you don't want to.
I was going to say, I'm really glad I didn't steal from her once. I was considering, I was like, nah, I'll leave it. I won't steal from the dead.
Well, I always steal from the dead.
I never stole from anybody the whole game.
No, we know you did.
Quite easily.
Although he tried to, the first night he said steal and then kill, and that's why I said I'm just going to take the first thing, and then it just suddenly came up kill.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then go with kill.
okay, so audience, let's find out where we can find each of our performers on social media, starting with Repossessed Car Dealership. So, where can we find you, Bob?
Good name.
My name is Bob Bador, and you can find me wherever I happen to be. And you can also check out my troupe, Quick Wits, out of Utah. And we still do shows every weekend and have for 27 years.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Bob. Juliet Knight, Shalita, where can the people find you?
Hey everybody, I'm Simple Plush Toy on I guess all platforms. So definitely check me out on Twitch and Instagram and TikTok. I'm also performing with Improv Chattanooga on tomorrow at, I guess, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where that is everywhere else in the world. And also next Wednesday with Mining for Gold at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, do you know what? I would clarify where it is for the UK, but our clocks go back on Saturday night, don't they? So, I don't know. Agent Classified, where can we find you, Capelthave?
You can find me in my YouTube channel, SWAT Deeds, where you can see me sing, dance, and I even got myself trapped inside a bucket. Other than that, follow all these lovely people in their own social medias and get this amazing book.
Oh, thank you very much, Cap. So, next up, where can we find you? Twitch.tv/Slappy Giuseppe. Where can we find you, Jared?
Well, you can find me on Twitch follow the link there. You can also find me on Instagram at Slappy Giuseppe as well, or on Facebook, Jared Tasconi. And yeah, I'm also will probably be on Revenge of the Mafia most Friday nights, so check it out.
Thank you very much. The audience, they're coming in with comments just telling me, forward, David, forward. Clocks go forward, David. I don't know.
David. The clocks go forward, David.
Did I say they go back?
It only goes back for you.
Well, exactly. So I apologise, audience. Marty Blueberry, where can we find you, David?
Yes, so you can find the handsome chappie down here at his Instagram at Darth Nocturnus and his YouTube, Dave MC. And you can see him on his Twitch, Mr. Lag 1993, where he plays games Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday evenings. And also, if you want to follow me, I am over here at Marty Blueberry on Instagram.
Okay, thank you very much, Marty. Where can we find you, Hannah? Melody, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Hannah_McGowan X. You can also find me on Boss Beds Improv on Facebook. I'm here on Extreme quite a lot of the time, as well as Improv Chattanooga with their shows, like Shalita said. Also, I've done a podcast, I think it's next week, with Liverpool Comedy Improv. That will be coming up. And I'm on the Elkie and Asadi show this Tuesday, 30th at 6 p.m. UK time. And that is basically it.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much there, Hannah. DB, where can we find you? Vinny, Vincenzo, Vincent.
Yeah, hey. Instagram, DBFrick1977. Twitter, @DBFrick. I have a show called Welcome Back to America. I interview people in comedy across the world. Check it out. It's on Strong Island Television every Monday, 10 p.m. Thank you very much. Had a lot of fun tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't think I've skipped anyone else, have I? I'll just very quickly say for myself, my name is David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter @David Postansky. But more importantly, if you could go to the website, which is extremed.tv, spelled extremed, XSTREAMED.TV, you'll be able to find the Extreme Improv Plus service, where you can see any of our past shows, virtual shows, shows on stage, short film, panels, podcasts, loads of stuff, dozens and dozens of articles about a range of pop culture subjects, travel, loads of other things on there as well, and podcasts, and a lot more to come. Do check that out. If you could subscribe to www.youtube.com/Extreme Improv, smash the subscribe, and that would be absolutely amazing. And in about 25 minutes or so, there'll be the bonus Extreme show with the Improv at its Best group on Facebook. So just search Improv at its Best and you'll be able to find that. So from me, spring forward, fall back. Okay, yes, I get the idea. So from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremed, and watch out for the Mafia. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and we are off the air.